Hello to you, hello amazing one. You're welcome to Love Talk Therapy. It's another day. I call it a beautiful day. How are you doing? One thing we must understand is that every human being sometimes falls into black and white thinking. Understand that if you think in black and white, it poses a problem for you at work, at school, at home. It affects the quality of your life. I'm going to take a practical example from something I came across a few days ago. It was quite interesting. I think you may want to listen to it. I may not read everything from it, but it's worth contemplating on. Single moms, never try to succeed where another man failed. Don't try to start a family with someone else's family. And know this, single moms aren't looking for love, but help. This is an example of thinking in black and white. Here we can see overgeneralization, jumping to conclusions. The single mom daughters. Women raised by single moms tend to be damaged due to their daddy issues. They grow up in a hateful environment where the mother despises men. The apple never falls from the tree. Victims of abuse. Yes, it may not be her fault, but the fact that she went through some form of abuse, she comes with a lot of trauma. You're not a therapist, neither are you Jesus. Let her be with her traumas. Widowed. By any means, avoid women who have lost their lovers through death. I can't keep reading this, but just to let you know how someone takes a single event and applies it, it ties to the cognitive distortion of global labeling, where you take a single incident and apply it to everything that concerns that race, that culture, that people, that tongue, that tribe. So this is the way someone is thinking. It's a thinking in black and white, a thinking in extremities. It's either 0 or 10. There can be no 2, no 3, and no 5 in between. You can reframe your thoughts. You can work on the way you think. You can change your negative thinking to positive thinking. Just by looking at this diagram, you can learn a lot. Instead of saying, this is too hard for me, you can say, this is new, I'm learning. Instead of saying, I'm worst at this, you can say, I'm not the best at this. I'm not worst either, I'm somewhere in between. Instead of saying, I made a massive mistake and everyone saw it, you can say, I had a human moment. Even if someone noticed, I know they make mistakes. No one will remember this mistake tomorrow. So instead of saying, I can't do this, you can say, I can do this, but I need to take a step back and take a breather first. You can turn this is too hard to who do I know who can help me do this? Basically, you can reframe the negative thoughts. Our unhelpful thoughts are also a call to action. Every time you're thinking, I'm the worst at this, which is an extreme way of thinking, there is a call to action, which is saying, what tutorials can I watch to improve my skill set for this project? When you're thinking, I have made a massive mistake, there is a call to action in that way of thinking. There is a call to action in nobody likes me. So when you're thinking, no one likes me, perhaps you could think in terms of, I can call someone who makes me feel accepted. The divine likes me. And when you think, I can never find a job, think, what workshop can I take to make my resume more impressive? This is the way to challenge your black and white thinking. What evidence do I have to confirm my perspective? Are there aspects of this situation that I'm not seeing, that I'm blind to? Is there a middle ground or a gray area which I'm not looking at? Is it realistic for me to hold myself up to these standards? Ask yourself, would someone else also arrive at these same conclusions that I'm making? Always find new evidence. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is a positive tool for building a relationship with yourself. Instead of beating yourself for having harsh self-criticisms, try taking a step back and recognizing that your inner critic is in a counterproductive way trying to keep you safe by warning you of some possible danger that it perceives. You can practice self acceptance. Accept who you are. Today, I want to encourage you to seek help if you think in black and white. Thank you for watching Love Talk Therapy.